Welcome to Fun Mentals, where you want to go and what you want to know to develop a playful mindset. I am your host, Baron von Merkbach. Okay, this week we're going to take on a real softball subject. Our reason for being. Purpose is one of the fundamentals in life. From the flowers in the ground to the bees in the sky, we all have a purpose. Unlike the flowers and the bees, humans have to choose what their purpose is. Even if you believe it's divinely instilled in you, you still have to choose whether to own it or not. Because of the many ways we talk about it, getting some real clarity about our purpose can be a challenge. What it is, how to find it, what to do about it. These are all questions with so many answers that it can be difficult to focus in. To start this examination of our purpose, I think we need to first ask why. Why do we need to know what our purpose is anyway? The reason you want to identify your purpose is so it doesn't get identified for you. I could tell you that getting clarity on your purpose will make your life way more fun to live. I could tell you that getting clarity on your purpose will make your life more of a pain in the butt. Yet without knowing our purpose, without that big why in our life, we simply can't direct how we want our life to go, because we won't know where we want to go. Now look, I know some of you watching already have clarity on your purpose, or purposes. But in general, how often do we think or act on our purpose? How often do we even talk about it? For all the people you know, how many of them have revealed their purpose to you? You may have a sense of it, but how many have actually articulated it? To how many people have you articulated your purpose? Hey, I'm not judging. I talk and write about this stuff all the time, and there's still a whole lot of people who have no idea what my purpose is. I don't really talk about it with others all that much either. It's kind of weird though, right? It's our purpose, our true calling, our life's mission, and we rarely have a very good fix on it. Maybe that's why we don't talk about it all that much, because we're not really sure what to say. Let's try to define our purpose in life. If you're unclear about what your purpose is, this will be very useful and fun. First, let's look at some characteristics of one's purpose. 1, it's at the top of the list of things you love to do. It's something you're somewhat obsessive about, something you do over and over throughout your life. It may not be all that often now, but you always make time for it eventually. It's what you most want to be doing more of in your future, even if you have no current plans to make it happen. 2, it's something that comes naturally to you. Anyone else may not be as interested in it or as good at it, but man, you are. There's no effort to engagement for you. You don't need a good reason to do it. It's not that there's no challenge involved, but it just clicks for you. 3, it's something you are known for, even if it's not your career. For anyone who is at least a little familiar with you, they see a recurring theme. You may have rarely articulated your purpose, yet those around you have a sense of what it is, because you keep expressing it in some form or another, and no one does it like you do. 4, it's something the world would be better off with if you choose to spread it around. It doesn't have to be eliminating hunger or curing cancer, but it is something that increases the happiness of the planet. It's a grand vision you want for everyone, and no one can do it like you do. So, to recap the characteristics of our purpose, it's something we most want to be in our future. It's something that comes naturally to us. It's something we are known for to some degree, and it's something that would make a positive difference for anyone. If you can identify what matches those characteristics, then I'm suggesting it just might be your purpose in life. And it must be more than just what you're passionate about. Passions can come and go throughout life. Your purpose is something you want to leave as a legacy. So you may be super into a particular hobby or activity, but it's not your purpose. And that doesn't mean you have to curtail that hobby or activity to give you more time for your purpose. Just be clear about the difference between them. This is how it looks to me. Everyone has one or two purposes throughout a lifetime. Rare individuals may have three, but even then, there is one that tends to take precedence. Some people discover their purpose early on. Some people flirt with it for decades before fully recognizing it. And some never define it at all. In my own case, I have discovered that I have two purposes in life. One is to show others how to be more playful and truly enjoy whatever journey we choose to take. My other purpose is to create stories in film and video that blow people's minds and give them an awe-inspiring experience. I love science fiction for that quality, and I intend to translate my visions to short films or maybe even a series. Now, both of these purposes, for me, meet all the characteristics we talked about. Yet, as far as what makes a bigger difference, it's clear to me that showing others how to play for their dreams is my primary purpose. When I ask myself why I'm so passionate about doing science fiction stories, a big reason is because of how much fun the whole process is for me. So without that primary purpose, I might not be as gung-ho on making films. I don't know. I am absolutely committed to both purposes, but I also feel that one will always be my first priority. Anyway, that's my experience with getting clear on my purpose in life. Now, why is it so important to identify our purpose? Why must we name it? Can't it be a fluid process, something that just evolves on its own timetable? Why would you even want to single it out? Doesn't that just put an artificial restraint on it? Well, your purpose is going to evolve on its own anyway. Even if we're crystal clear what our purpose is about, it will unfold in ways we never saw coming. But we have to plant the seed. It may be inside us already, by chance or circumstances or divine intervention. But we still have to choose whether to make it grow. Here's another way to think about it. Consider what you would be willing to do whatever it takes to master, right? I mean, I'd love to become a great drummer, but I'm not willing to do what that would take. I would be thrilled at the result, but the path there doesn't strike me as thrilling. Get it? What is the thing that you honestly think you could be a real leader in? What is it that you actually want to be one of the best in the world at doing? What is the legacy you most want to leave? Not sure you could be one of the best in the world at anything? Then you haven't identified your purpose. It's not like we have to be burning with passion about it all the time either. Life has many, many areas to manage. Yet I think acting on our purpose by first identifying it ought to be the top priority in our lives, throughout our lives. That doesn't mean crowding out our other commitments and passions. It means you have more of yourself to give. I think having more clarity on our purpose elevates everything else we do. Anyway, that's what I think about it. What are your thoughts? Is this one of the most important choices all of us need to make? You don't have to come to any final conclusion or commit to doing anything either. Just think about all this throughout the week and see what springs forth. Okay? Now, go out and play.